The question I was asked today is whether a landlord can change the terms of a rental agreement. Good evening. My name is Andre Clark. I am a landlord tenant attorney, and I am going to answer this question. First off, it is important to note that there are different types of rental agreements. Generally, the agreement is either a month-to-month tenancy, otherwise known as a periodic tenancy, or a lease, a one-year lease, or otherwise known as a term lease. A term lease could be 6 months or 1 year. It has a definite starting date and a definite ending date, where a month-to-month or a periodic tenancy just continues for as different periods expire. With a month-to-month or a periodic tenancy, the landlord just needs to give a notice of change of terms of tenancy that is equal to the length of the time of the period. So on a month-to-month, typically a landlord will give a 30-day notice. However, if the tenant's been living in the property for more than 1 year, then the landlord must give a 60-day notice in some circumstances, depending on what type of change the landlord wants to make. But if it's a term lease, generally the landlord cannot make changes in the middle of a term lease, specifically if they are material changes. Now, if the landlord moves the address where payment is to be made or something of that nature that doesn't really affect the material terms of the lease, then the landlord can make those sort of changes. And lastly, it's important to note that changes in terms of tenancy must still conform with local rent control laws or rent control laws in California that limit and restrict the manner in which landlords can change rent payment terms and rent increases. So if you have any questions about changing the terms of a tenancy, I handle these types of issues all the time. Feel free to give me a call, and I will be more than happy to assist you with that matter.